Hello YouTube, this is Angelo Zhang. Today I'm going to bring you this mobile racing game from China. Since this game hasn't yet been released globally, it's only available in Mainland China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Japan. I have the privilege to show you the most refined version of this game here in China, as most of the upgrades and betas will be first released here in the mainland. So let me tell you a bit about this game. It's published by NetEase Game, the second largest gaming company in China behind Tencent. It's developed under the Dahua studio, and they have collaborated with Codemaster to work on the handling of the car and driving physics. In case you don't know Codemaster, they are one of the most famous studios dedicated to racing game development owned by EA. They have games like the Dirt series, the Formula 1 series that comes out every year, and also Grid. They used Unreal Engine for this game, and as you can see, the graphic looks pretty amazing already on the homepage. I've been playing this game since the beginning of this year. It has changed drastically throughout the period. In terms of the game UI, monthly updates on cars and new circuits. New game mode every single month. So let's have a look on the homepage first. You can see I have a Nissan 240Z Fairlady here. And because there will be Halloween coming by the end of this month, the game gave it a Night City theme in advance. Normally the homepage is always sunny and you can see clear details of the car. Let's interact with this car. You can turn on the headlight and taillight by just tapping on it, open the door, pop the bonnet or the hood depending on where you are. The trunk, and you can check on the details in the engine. Get in the car and start the engine to hear it rev. What a sound. And there are other cars that has unique moving parts. Like this new Ford GT with a big wing, Lamborghini Reventon's engine intake and rear wing, and the sunroof of this cute Fiat 500. Now let's see what car this game has. So this is the list of cars in this game right now. It's been released in China for 2 years now, and it will add 3 cars every month. So the car list keeps growing, just as the file size. Yeah, get the 512 gigabyte or 1 terabyte phone. You can't have a smaller size storage space in your phone if you want to play this game regularly. The cars are divided into 3 categories in this game. They don't have an English version yet, so we will translate the 3 different categories: Super, Performance, and Sport, depending on the overall performance of each group, so you won't see a supercar against a family sedan in a match. Or will you? This brings up to the problem that there's STH that doesn't make sense in the categories. How the least powerful car and the fastest car in one category don't have any connection with each other. For example, the Lamborghini Diablo SV is in the same category as this Chinese family minivan. There's also a garage to see all your cars in a more immersive way. It's like a hidden feature of the game, almost like they abandoned it, hope they will improve it, and let players modify their cars in the garage instead of the car list. Oh, by the way, you must have noticed all my cars have some interesting liveries. These aren't officials from the game publisher. There's a livery workshop in this game that lets players make their own livery and publish online to let others use. Some ask for money, but most of them are free. So you can have kind of historically accurate liveries on your cars without waiting for the game to get the license and give it to you a year later. You can find certain styles of liveries by checking different boxes and following your favorite creator. It's like the system in Forza Horizon or Gran Turismo. Most of the car also allows you to add some modifications to it: the front lip, side skirt, rear diffuser, and also the wing. You can also add a lower suspension to it and adjust the height and angle of the wheel. Also, you can change the rim. Rim size and width is also customizable. Some of the cars come with wide bodies, and the most aggressive ones usually ain't free. Although the official one looks kinda ugly, you can always remove its livery and add your own. So all the exterior changes don't change the handling and the performance of the car here. But it's an online racing game, so in order to be competitive against other players, you need to upgrade your car's performance. A maxed out car is usually completely different than a stock one. It's like you put a V12 in an old sedan in Forza Horizon. Here's an example of the Fiat 500. So this car is one of the best cars in the sport category, alongside the Mazda RX-7 and Lamborghini Diablo SV. But as we all know, the real 1965 Fiat 500 has a two-cylinder engine that pumps out around 17 horsepower. How could it be up against a V12 Lambo? It all comes down to the crazy modification system in this game. Here's the stock one. And here's the maxed out. So here you can see the numbers of the modified one. It has 239 horsepower, good lord, and 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds. And let's revert it to stock. It went back to what the two-cylinder can achieve. In terms of upgrades, there are 6 parts: the engine, tire, suspension, chassis, electronics, and also the ECU. The materials required to upgrade the car are obtained by completing different game modes that come in turn throughout the time you are playing. So this 3 days we have endurance race. It's to obtain the suspension material. The next few days we will have team match against another club to get electronic materials. The engine and tire parts, also the ECU, are obtained by drawing cards. I will come to this part later in the next part. As you can see, this hexagon chart on the left shows the acceleration, top speed, steering, stability, drifting, and brake. As you tap on each one, you can see more detail of the numbers. So it's a gotcha game, but not as bad as it sounds like. As I mentioned before, getting the engine, tire parts and ECU requires you to draw cards. So you need to draw cards to get the car you want. 99% of the time, you get other cars you already have. And they give you a token to trade for the car parts per draw. When you get the same car that you want to upgrade, it will allow you to upgrade the ECU of the car to boost its performance. So what do you need to draw cars? Is it real money? It's partly wrong. So the currency to draw cards in this game is diamonds. There are 2 types of diamonds in this game: the colorful one and the blue one. Colorful ones are bought with real money, and blue ones are often obtained by completing daily missions. You only need the blue one to draw cards. Of course, you can pay to win and use the colorful diamond to draw out all the cars you want in this game, but that's going to cost a lot. A lot of players, including me, will just do the daily mission. Sometimes the game will give you some free diamonds for the holiday or after a bug fix. So it's completely okay to just play the game to get the car you want. It will come out slowly, but it will eventually. All seems fine until the game gives you time-limited exclusive cars that you will not get in time and force you to buy. I missed many cars I want that way. Yeah, it's a gotcha game, and it will try to get your money one way or another. So what does the colorful diamond can buy and the blue diamond doesn't? Skins. It's not just skins of your character, but also some exclusive car body kit that looks like designed by a 12-year-old. I mean, some of them look pretty good. The only time I paid for a body kit is for this Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. It looks like a DTM spec Giulia that never existed, and it fits perfectly with the Martini livery and classic Alfa Romeo livery from the 155 V6 DTM. I don't care much about the character skins. I believe if you are a car guy like me, you'd prefer the car to look the part more than your imaginary GF. Since most of the skins don't look racing game related at all, I mean, come on, what are these? Let's jump into the gameplay. I will just showcase some of the most important game modes in this game, since the rest of them change every 3 days and months. So the main purpose of this game is the qualifying race. Like most online games, you need to beat human players for you to rank up and get more rewards and car parts. In all 3 categories, you can have 4 to 5 cars in each rank to compete in the qualifying race. Each race season will last for around 2 months, and when you reach a certain rank in one season, you will be upgraded to the next tier. So in the next season, you will have more car slot to compete in the qualifying race with better rewards, and you will race against more skilled human players in the upper tier. Here are some clips that I recorded during my gameplay. At the start, you need to warm up the tire like many other arcade racing games. You get a good launch to rev it inside the green zone, and a perfect launch on the middle line in the green zone will give you some edge at the start so you have a clear view on the track in front of you. And drifting is the best way to steer into corners in this game. Racing Master did give you the option to brake normally, but as many hardcore racing simulator lovers have tried, drifting is still the fastest way to steer, and it just saves a second or 2 exiting every corner, compares to driving it normally. It still gives you a good feeling on the car while driving. Thanks to Codemaster, every car handles differently. Rear-wheel drive cars and all-wheel drive cars are completely different in how they drift. Front-wheel drive cars are a bit like rear-wheel drive cars because they can't really drift in real life. So the game made up physics on those cars. The race has an almost non-contact mechanism to make it less chaotic than all the other arcade online racing games. I mean, thank God. You don't have to worry about others using you as a tennis bat to bounce them back to the racing line while you ended up on the wall. So this is how it works. When you are slowly approaching another player, there will be small collisions between you and the other players. Then you just merge into each other, so the interference isn't that significant. Approaching another player at high speed will just make your way through the other car completely. There's only this one mechanism in the game. You can also enjoy crashing into each other in some non-competitive free roam mode if that's your thing. Oh, by the way, there isn't any damage effect on cars. The driving mechanism is actually very realistic, despite you have to drift for corners to go faster. For example, a Dodge Challenger Hellcat is really good on a straight line, but struggles on any corners. You really need to pull the handbrake while pressing gas all the way to maintain the drift. One wrong move, you either lose control or just stop moving. Old 911s are just super light on the front and very tricky to drive. Or this Bugatti on the straight line with insane speed and overtook by others in the corner. And sometimes hitting a wall can be pretty punitive as you completely lose control of the car. But those are the things that make completing a race so rewarding and satisfying, especially when you beat some opponents in a poorly modified car. There are other game modes like the knockout race, the ice drifting race, and the chase race that put all 3 categories in one match to make the supercar chase down the sports car in a time limit, which I found pretty fun. There's also a free roam mode in which the game gives you some big sandbox maps to explore and interact with other players. It gives you the freedom to decorate your world. Also, you can exit the car, take pictures, and post in the in-game gallery. The camera mode is pretty fun too. I spent a lot of time taking pictures in this game, as you can see here. Finally, as you can already see, there are a lot of maps in this game, so it covers tons of famous cities and circuits around the world. From the city center of Barcelona to the Mount Haruna, from the manga series Initial D, from southern China Yangshuo County to the downtown of Chicago. So that pretty much covers all the aspects of Racing Master. The last thing I'd like to talk about is the graphics. The graphic requirement for this game isn't so high. My friend rocks on his iPhone 12 from 2020. With the lowest setting with no problem, I'm playing this game with the highest setting on a Xiaomi 13 Ultra, which is last year's flagship with a Gen 2 Snapdragon 8. It gets a few frame drops after playing for more than half an hour when the phone gets hot, but most of the time the gameplay is smooth and I feel no issue at all. As the video comes to an end, I'd like to thank everyone who watched it till the end. So this is my first proper review of a game on YouTube. If you like my video, please consider like and subscribe, because there will surely be more to come about this game when future updates kick in. If you feel like there's something wrong in the video, feel free to comment to let me know. I will respond as soon as I see the comment. Making this video is not easy, and I appreciate all the support. This is Angelo Zhang, and I will see you around. Ciao from China.